Hi guys, SmttnPegasus here, and yes, I am well aware how long it's been. But it's been a couple of months. Mainly because stuff's crazy, and as you can tell, I'm not even at home right now. I'm in a hotel room. Because work has been insane, and I've been traveling a lot. So really haven't had time, but I was determined and I'm gonna start doing stuff again. So I thought I'd start with something fairly easy, and of course, the frickin' AC unit kicks on right when I'm recording. Of course. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with something a little easy, and so a lot of you have been asking about the season finale for season 2 of Merlin, and unfortunately, I was moving a bunch of files around on my hard drive and such, and my entire recording for Merlin, for that season finale, corrupted. And reaction videos, unfortunately, are not something you can really re-record if the video file corrupts. So, can't really do that. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of do a recap type thing of the episode and of the season and all that, and we'll see how that comes out. Anyway, so the season finale was called The Last Dragonlord, or something like that. It's been a while, guys. Essentially, what happened right before that, the second last episode of the Fire of Earshudus, I can't ever pronounce that word. Essentially, Morgos pulled some shit and pulled Morgana into the shit, and Merlin poisoned Morgana and eventually let the dragon out. And that's a really rough estimate of what happened, but essentially. So, going into the episode, Morgana is gone. Morgos took her somewhere, hopefully to heal her and help her be better, because Merlin poisoned her. And the dragon is loose. But the dragon, instead of, flying away and minding his own gosh darn business after being freed, no. He's going to lay waste to Camelot, because that makes perfect sense. I mean, technically in the dragon's mind it does make sense, because, he was captured and shit, by Uther, and has been chained in an underground cavern, unable to, fully stretch his dragon wings for quite some time. So, it makes sense that he's gonna be pretty angry. But instead of, specifically trying to kill Uther, he just lays waste to the town. Which I guess makes sense, because, Uther is all about, Camelot and protecting Camelot. So, it makes sense. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, just get out. Just go away. Anyway, so they're all fighting this dragon, and they're losing because it's a fucking dragon. And so they come up with, apparently, there was something called Dragonlords. But when Uther, crazy I hate magic dude, killed all the dragons and captured the last, the great dragon, he had all of the Dragonlords killed, because them being able to control the dragons and whatnot was too close to magic to be safe. So he had them all killed. Except for one that managed to get away and had some fun times in a small village. Specifically with Merlin's mom. Yeah. I totally called that, by the way. Can't see it because reaction doesn't exist, but I did call it. I was like, this one last Dragonlord dude totally gonna be Merlin's dad. And then, the next scene, Gaius was like, yo, Merlin, he your dad. And I was like, oh, shit. I was right. So they try and find him. They end up finding him. He's all crotchety and hermity and being like, I hate Uther Pendragon. Just like everyone else in the series, everyone fucking hates Uther. Like, dude, get in line. But Merlin eventually, wears him down. It's like, it's okay, dude. Like, I don't like Uther either, but I'm here for Arthur. Because Arthur is like Uther, but better. Actually, he's not like Uther at all. Arthur is the improved Uther. He's what Uther could have been if he wasn't a dickhead. He can also be a dickhead, but in, a normal dickhead way. Not a, I'm gonna kill innocent people for something they can't control way. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so they're going back. And again, I totally called it. I was like, they have to go back through this hostile territory to be able to get the Dragonlord back to Camelot so that he can control the dragon. He's totally gonna get jumped by hostile bandits or soldiers from this other kingdom or whatever, and he's totally gonna die, and then that would mean that Merlin is technically, since it's passed down from father to son, technically that makes Merlin the last Dragonlord, and somehow he's gonna, like, come out at the last minute and be like, yo, dragon, shut up. Which is pretty much what happened. Yeah. Though I will say, one of my favorite imagery things from the entire episode was when Arthur stepped forward and was like, dude, we gotta do one last, like, we gotta do one final stand. We gotta face this dragon. And he, like, steps forward, and, like, everyone, like, steps up and, like, forms a circle, and they do, like, the aerial shot. You can see the clear circle, and I'm like, round table! I really loved it. It was really great. I liked it. I'm trying to actually control my volume, because I am in a hotel and I don't want people to complain. Anyway, so I really loved the imagery of that. That's pretty much all that happened in the episode. Merlin talks to Dragon and basically tells him to hit the road. Dragon hits the road. And conveniently, Arthur was knocked out and was unconscious and did not see Merlin talking to the dragon and using magic. Just like what always happens, is that Arthur is conveniently not looking or not paying attention when Merlin uses magic. Okay, so on to my thoughts of the season as a whole. I still loved it. I still love the show. I will say that this season felt a little disjointed. And what I mean by that is that, I don't know, just the order of the episodes and the way they presented story elements, like, it never felt like there was an overarching story for this season in particular. There was some stuff with Morgana, like it was more that they had a lot of character arcs for the season, but then they kind of just threw story in around it to develop those character arcs, but there wasn't an actual story overall from episode 1 of the season to the finale. And even the season finale didn't feel like a finale to me. The episode before the season finale, that felt like a finale. And then it just felt like they kind of had to take care of the whole dragon issue, so they slapped the last episode on there. I know that's not how it was intended, and I know that that's not what they were going for, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, for me, that episode felt more like a finale. Like, it had the tension, it had the suspense, it had the questioning, it had the morally great character decisions. And it left me wanting more, because I wanted to know what happened to Morgana, what's going to happen with Morgause, what's going to happen with Merlin, what's going to happen with Arthur. It left me with all of these questions, one of which was, okay, now the dragon's free, what's going to happen? And of course, the actual finale answered that question. But I always feel like when you have that episode that literally just piles questions on top of questions on top of questions, that's a good setup for a next season, because then you have the whole season to answer all of those questions, not an episode. Which, of course, I still have all the questions about Morgana and Morgause and all of that that can be answered in season 3. It's just, I don't know, it felt a little disjointed overall story arc-wise. Still great. And the character development, like, this was really setting up, I think, the characters into where they're going to end up. Arthur, over season 1, Arthur had a lot more of what I call his King Arthur moments, where you see the king that can be shining through the young prince. Merlin is learning more about his magic and is using his magic more, and is learning more about this kind of grand destiny that he's supposed to have. Morgana now knows for sure that she has magic. She still can't control it, but she knows she has it, and it scares the shit out of her, because no one freaking confides in her and actually, like, tries to help her like Gaius is helping Merlin. Now she's going to have this twisted, warped reality, which is going to end up turning her into the great sorceress of legend that's all evil and shit. Especially because she has Morgause as the person who's probably going to teach her how to use her magic and what to use her magic for, and is going to build and kind of build that hatred. She already hates Uther. She already has this deep-seated, really, really, I don't know the word for it, but it's not uncalled for, but she already has this deep-seated, if nothing more, distrust and bordering hatred for Uther. She already has that, and Morgause is just going to nurture that into a full-blown, I'm going to kill you hatred for Uther, which will turn her into the Morgana of legend. You know, I can see it happening, and I think that's the whole point of Morgana's arc through this season, was to see how she could be turned evil, especially with someone like Morgause as her mentor, because Morgause is not good. She's not a good person. She was willing to sacrifice everyone in Camelot just to get to Uther, and she was even willing to sacrifice Morgana to get to Uther. So obviously she doesn't care that much for Morgana. I mean, obviously that last scene she does care, because when she found out, holy shit, you poisoned her? What the fuck? Like, you can tell maybe she's like, oh, I didn't think that through, did I? And so you can tell she does care for Morgana, but we haven't seen the extent that she cares. So that I'm interested to see that in that development, but at the same time, I know in the end, Morgause's mentorship of Morgana will only lead her to be the evil sorceress of legend. But then again, we've known that from episode 1. Yeah, that's kind of overall. I still love the show. I know it's been a really long time since I've watched any of it, but I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. It's just, life is hard and crazy, and with new particular rules in place, this is really just a hobby that is kind of fun and decompressing from time to time for me. Because everyone knows I ain't making any money doing it. But yeah, so, and I'm sorry about the glare on my glasses, I can't really help it because, lighting in the hotel room. So, we'll see what we can do. The next thing I am planning on doing, I know you guys want more Xena, and I know you guys want more Merlin, but the next thing I'm planning on doing is actually kind of a binge-a-thon for one day at a time, because Season 2 came out. I've already seen a couple of spoilers, but I think context will be rather important in these spoilers. Which I have not sought out. So I am going to be doing that. Basically, since it's on Netflix, I'm just going to kind of, on my days off when I have the time, sit down, watch 3 or 4 episodes, and just kind of edit that down as short as possible. They're fairly short episodes. They're only, I think, 30 minutes? They're fairly short sitcom length episodes, so I should be able to get 2 or 3 into one video, and I'll just break it up into parts, so the whole season will be in 3 to 4 videos, and we'll just kind of see how that goes, and if that goes well, then I might have some other Netflix or streaming based shows that I might do like that, instead of just doing episode by episode, because there are some episodes that maybe I didn't react all that much, and the video only ends up being about, 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, so we'll see. But that is what I'm going to be doing next. As soon as I'm done with that, I will be getting on more Merlin and Xena when I have the time. But guys, it's going to be hard for a while, but I'm going to be trying to do at least a video a week, maybe 2 if I just happen to have a lot of extra time on my hands. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll still be around. Won't be consistent, but that's no different than the rest of my channel has ever been. So, we'll see. I'm very, very excited because in less than 2 months, I'm going to ClexaCon. And you guys will definitely get to see that as well. So, I'll probably, as it gets closer, be talking about that more and more as well. And if any of you guys are at ClexaCon, I don't know how, but come find me. I'll be there. But yeah. So we'll see, and we'll figure all of that out, but anyway. Okay, so that is my Merlin recap. Sorry you guys didn't get to actually see the reaction, because, well, technology sucks. So, with that, I'm actually going to eat some dinner and watch some Critical Role, because that is my life. Yep. Alright. See you guys next time. Bye!